Hello, and welcome to today's podcast. We was not on last week, but I'm here on today. Make sure that you join us weekly as I come to you here on SheCEO Inspires with a new subject, a new topic. And remember, we are gearing up for our real estate podcast that'll happen on Friday, so stay tuned. But today we're going to talk about the power and the blessing of closed doors. You know, we all have had a door to close. Some of us have had many doors to close. And some of them are doors that closed because of something we did, okay? It was a poor decision. It was maybe a character flaw or a blind spot or whatever. Those are not the doors I'm talking about today. Preferably you've grown from that, okay, and you learn from that. I'm talking about the doors where you absolutely did not contribute to and do anything wrong, but the door closed on you. That is the door I want to talk about today, because oftentimes we tend to see closed doors as something negative. All right. And I'm not talking about the first one when we dealt with the character issue or we dealt with a lack of integrity, and preferably you learn from that and you won't repeat that again. Or maybe you didn't steward your relationships well and that door shut. But what I'm talking about is a door where you gave it your best shot and that door closed on you. That door can be in the form of a business opportunity or an opportunity in the form of a job, in the form of a partnership, in the form of a relationship. But that door closed on you and you're either saying why, or you're harboring regret, or you're saying, woe is me. Can I tell you, I want you to begin to see the blessing of that closed door. When you really look, let's talk about relationships, okay? Let's talk about relationships. I don't know about you, but I can think on several relationships that I was in, be it a friend, be it a romantic, be it ministry, be it whatever, partnership and business. But I can look back and say, okay, I can see where that season had ended. Or I can see where I wasn't even supposed to connect with them anyway. Or why in the world did I even allow myself to date that person, right? And so at that time, you may feel the sting, you may feel hurt, you may feel offended, or whatever the case may be. But I want you to begin to see the blessing in that closed door. See, there are two sets of doors that will open to you, all right? Well, first of all, let me add a third set to it. There are the doors that God opened. If you go and read Revelations chapter 3, verses 8, you will see that there's a door that God can open to you. All right? That no man can shut. I don't care how much they try. No one can shut this door. All right? Now, you can if you're operating outside of God's will. But no one can shut this door. And then there is, I call that a divine door. That's a destiny door. And then you have the demonic door. This is the door that Satan orchestrates to connect you to people or to bring people in your path with the wrong motive. Now, they talk a good talk, right? They act like they're genuine. The key word is act like. Pretend, false, counterfeit, but it's not the real thing. And it's a matter of time before it reveals itself. This is why it's good to have a prayer life, right? This is why it's good to be sensitive to the spirit, because sometimes something can be on the inside of you and you be like, you understand? And you should listen to that, okay? You shouldn't have to find out what it is before you say, you know what, I should have left that a whole year ago, right? Just obey whatever that is, okay? And then you have the door that you create. So sometimes we make up our own doors. We push doors down. We just like, you gonna help me. Right? Or we create our own doors. This is totally outside of God's will, but we just want to do this. God has a plan for your life, but you just want to do what you want to do. So you create your own door. So tell me how that's going to work out for you, right? And oftentimes that comes with a lack of peace, and it comes with toiling. It comes with a lot of toiling. It's straining and you're overwhelmed. All right. So those are the three doors. So I want to talk about the closed door. I want to talk about the person that did not choose you. I want to talk about the job that did not hire you. I want to talk about the partnership that did not want to partner with you. I want to talk about that and many other things. That door that you wanted, that door that, it took you down a very negative path because you felt like your world ended when that door closed. And that's because your perspective was in the wrong place. Instead of you seeing it as a growing opportunity or seeing it as, wait, hold on for a second. Maybe God allowed that door to close to save me time, energy, money, and heartache. And you may say, well, shoot, my heart is aching now, but I promise you it's not aching like it could have been aching had that door stayed open. All right, so today we're talking about closed doors, the blessing of closed doors. I looked up the word closed. I love to look up words, even if I know the definition of them, right? But I wanted to look up closed, and so I'm going to give you several definitions of the word closed, but I'm also going to give you some related words that the dictionary gave me as well. So closed means concluded. Concluded. I looked up the word concluded, and it means brought to an end. We're talking about blessings of a closed door. Closed also means forming a boundary or a barrier. Forming a barrier. Sometimes, I don't know if you can relate or not. I can. But I remember when I wanted this relationship to work so bad. You understand? I'm married to my king now, but I remember back then, I wanted this relationship to work. And sometimes we try to force things to happen. We want it so bad that we try our best. We see it's not working out, and we just trying our best to hold on to it, whatever that is. Whatever that is. But the door has closed. It has been brought to an end. It doesn't matter what you try to do, you cannot get in that door. And even if you pry it open, it's a matter of time when it's going to conclude. Related words to the word close is final. I would love for you to go and look these words up. I know you already know the meaning to them, but just look them up, okay? Final, restricted. Have you ever seen excuse the phone for ringing, excuse that. Have you ever seen a building under construction and it says restricted area? Or maybe it's dilapidated or whatever the case may be. And for safety purposes, it says restricted area. Restricted area. So, when that door has closed, it's a restricted area. Oh, that's good. You should look up the word restricted. It's a restricted area. It's unsafe. Most times when I see the word restricted on a building or something like that, it's for your safety. That is so good. It's for your safety. I know you want to go into partnership with this person because they have all the funding you need in order to launch out and do X, Y, Z, but you don't see this person as a snake. They talk a good talk, and yes, they got the financial backing, but they are a snake. And it's going to cost you more in the end if you force that relationship, right? If you force that partnership. There's a blessing in the closed door. And then a related word for closed is ended, resolved. But my favorite word is restricted. I think that speaks volumes. The reason why it speaks volumes because a closed door that was not opened by God is a blessing, because God wants to keep us from something. He wants to keep us from encountering things. Do you know how many people that are in the grave today because they ended up yoking up with the wrong door? They end up forming a relationship with someone that took their lives. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the people who have lost millions of dollars in partnerships because they went through the wrong door? Even when they had a feeling, they talked themselves into the door instead of talking themselves out of. Sometimes it's a door you should just shut. Some doors, God don't even have to close it. You should shut it. Because when the Spirit of God put this unction in you, you don't have to know everything to say, I can't. Some doors should be shut without explanation. You know, we get on the phone and you want to explain to the person why, you feel like the relationship is not moving forward, and I think this partnership is not a good partnership. I don't think it's a good fit. I don't think, we work well with each other, and, we just feel obligated to tell people. But sometimes you should just, it doesn't even warrant an explanation. And you may say, well, no, but that's not nice. Who say you trying to be nice? You weren't supposed to be in the door anyway. Think about it. So if you are crying over a door, if you're watching this podcast right now today, and you are crying over a door that's shut, I want you to just stand up and start praising the Lord. Start thanking God, because that's one of the things I do. I thank God for the open doors, but baby, I thank God for the closed doors. You understand? I thank God for saving me time, energy, money. I'm talking about, I thank God you have to thank God for the closed doors as well, because I'm telling you, you may not see it now. But God saved you some time. He saved you some money. I'm talking, He saved you some stress, right? You can walk in a place of peace because you're no longer connected to that particular door and everything that comes with that door. Every issue, all drama, all chaos, all confusion. You understand? When the devil opens a door, that's what comes with that door: chaos, confusion, indecisiveness, lack of peace, stress, possible depression, financial hardship. When you're going through the wrong door, right? So today I just wanted to come on here and say the blessing of a closed door is a blessing. And every open door does not mean that that's a door opened by God. This is why prayer is so needed and so necessary. Everyone don't have a revelation of prayer. So my prayer is that you get a revelation of prayer if you don't have a revelation of prayer. A lot of times we try to do everything in our own strength. We try to make decisions in our own power. We try to do, I'm telling you, sometimes we can just be straight selfish and not selfless. Okay, but that's a whole nother podcast, okay? But today is all about the power in a closed door. Listen, if I said at least one thing that resonated with your spirit, comment below. I would love to know what that is. Be sure to like. If you like the video, if you don't like it, then click dislike. But if you like it, click like. Make sure that you share and stay tuned, because we will be releasing our real estate podcast right here. Actually, this Friday, September 1st. That's our goal to start a real estate podcast. So I'm excited about it. I'm following my dream. I encourage you to follow yours. And with that, Be blessed, and thank you for joining us.